So today's all going to be an overview, so I was kind of thinking, how do I start a book? So I'm going to give you two illustrations to kind of kickstart this thing, okay? You all right with that? All right with that? All right, the first one is Arlene and I anniversary this past week, Monday, 41 years, all right? So after 41 years, you would kind of think, man, I can't wait to see what Arlene's going to get me. So she gave me this card. You got to visualize this card, okay? It's on the piano for those who are coming over for community groups. Anyway, it's this little girl, all right? This little girl standing there like this, and the little boy has a broken down bicycle over here. All right, he's on the ground, that's me, type of thing. Hey, little girl over here. Don't you think we should call a professional? Little guy, I've got this. You guys, they don't need instructions or detail. Like, okay, all right. So I thought, maybe that won't really work type of thing. So let me try another one. How many of you ever got lost traveling? How many, okay, ladies, put down your arms because I know that you want to have directions. Guys, up. Guys, and you're thinking, I don't need directions. All right, type of thing. That's me. All right. So I was kind of thinking through this a little bit. And I thought about getting lost in traffic. How many of you have been down to Seattle lately? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. All right, so let's just pretend here for a moment you're going down to Seattle. Come on, just work with me a little bit, okay? Yes! Tell me about Seattle. Okay, so you're down in Seattle. There's all kinds of things going on down there. Construction, the destruction of the aqueduct. So anyway, so you're saying, you're down there and you're kind of like, you roll down your window and say, do you know what address this is to somebody? And he answers back, why? Because I'm lost. He says, well, I'm not. Now, the expression Seattle freeze came across the radio this past week. You know what it is? Anyone here want to know what it is? Okay, what is Seattle freeze? Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking, okay, they won't tell me because, I'm not going to roll down my window because I might get what? Right, I didn't even say the word, and you knew it. Okay, that was it. So I'm thinking, well, if I'm lost somewhere down there in Seattle, how do I know where I'm going? Well, one of the ways is to go up the Seattle Space Needle. And you go up this Seattle Space Needle, and they have a clear now, I have not been up there since this is done, but they have a clear now walkway all the way around you. You look down, and so anyway, if you're fear of heights, don't go there, but it's kind of cool, I would think. And then, but it's all glass all the way around and down. And you're saying, well, I want to get over here. Oh, I see where Pike's Place is. How do I get there now? Let's see, I have to go this way and that way. Oh, look at in the distance. There's all these islands. That direction is Mount Rainier over here, and U of W is over there, and how I got it. If I just go this way, I can't go there because of construction, but I have to go this way and that way. Oh, I get a clearer perspective of how I'm going to get there and how to get this way. I can do this. Transition. Sometimes on the horizontal plane, we can't really see the perspective of a higher plane in which God wants you to live. The Gospel of John is going to help us with two areas. One is that it's very evangelistic, but two, it's going to develop in your life a proper apologetic, which is a defense of your faith. Now let me just kind of like kickstart this a little bit with some aspect of this book, and I just want you to follow along with this because it's so important that we do. This book, for many, and if I were going to have a raise of hands, how many have used this book with somebody else in their life that just came to know Christ? And you led them to this book called the Gospel of what? John. So have a listening ear here just for a moment, but this particular book, if you were going to dive into its treasures, it's really like the Old Testament. You'd have a book of comfort. You'd go to Psalms 103, Psalms 34, Psalms 100 in the Old Testament for comfort. Oftentimes in the book of John, you can lead somebody who is in the hospital bed, who is going through a difficult time in life. You can go to certain parts of the Gospel of John to bring them comfort. One of the chapters that comes to your mind is you say 21 chapters of John, just read it. All right, if you want to bring comfort to someone's life, you would bring some aspects like John chapter 10, which talks about the assurance aspect of who you are in Jesus Christ. You could go to John chapter 14. You can go to some aspects where Jesus is really laying it on with the perspective of his relationship with the disciples. All right, so just to give you an overview here, just to give you some idea of the book of John here, oftentimes people not familiar with it at all will be probably hearing about some part of the Gospel of John through the given year. In fact, if you are going to encourage someone to dive into the book of John, by the time they are done with reading the book of John, they are brought to this point in their life. Either they're going to accept Jesus Christ or they're going to reject Jesus Christ. So this tremendous gospel that we have is something that is going to be, I'm excited about working with you, because it's going to bring an aspect into our lives that's going to